some of the.
Very good. So the first expression, let's go with the first expression. The first expression is maybe, let's see this one here. Let's go with this one here. Elizabeth, can you read the first expression? Do you Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth.
Ay, ay,
Let's
tengo
read.
con mi internet, disculpe.
Okay, let's read. Do you know?
Do you know anybody here?
Very good. What about number two? Let's go with number two. Jennifer, can you read number two?
The food is good.
Excellent. The food is good. What about the next one here? Camila?
How are the things with you?
How are the things with you? What about Diogo? Number four? Mr. Diogo? This is
Solo repito el this is a nice place.
perfect. Solo estamos leyendo, right? Read. Only read. What about this one? Mayerly? I like.
I like the music.
I like the music. And finally, Floor. What about this one, Floor? How's your... This one here, let's
Disculpe, no
read.
puedo ver el cuadro porque están los nombres ahí tapándome justo ese lado. No sé cómo es.
Si presionas los nombres, lo mantienes presionado, puedes mover los nombres al otro lado. O también podemos cerrarlo. What about this one, Gonzalo? Gonzalo, how's your
job?
How's your job? Job. Very good, guys. So these are expressions to start a conversation. So let's practice. Let's see if we can practice. Maria, how can we answer number one? Do you know anyone here? How can you respond? Maria, do you know anyone here? Anybody, sorry, anybody here? Jennifer? What about you, Jennifer? Do you know anybody here?
¿Está diciendo que si conoce a alguien ahí, se responde con yes o no?
Exacto. So we can say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Okay? So if I ask you, Jennifer, do you know anybody here? What about you, Jennifer? ¿Conoces a alguien aquí?
Yes.
All right. Yes, I do. Very good. What about number two, guys? All right, so we're going to practice, guys. Entonces necesito que participen, ¿ok? Recuerden que están aquí para practicar, como cualquier idioma o cualquier cosa que están aprendiendo. Si no se practica, es muy complicado mejorar. So let's go with number two. How can we do number two? Let's see. Elizabeth, if somebody says the food is good, how can you respond?
Pero ¿a qué comida me refiero? No sé.
Estamos hablando de imagination, imaginación, que estamos en una fiesta o un evento y alguien se acerca y te dice, Elizabeth, la comida está buena. ¿Cómo responderías? En inglés, obviamente.
Yes, I good.
Yes, it's good.
It's good.
Yes, it's good. Excellent, Elizabeth. Very good. What about this one here? Flor, what about this one? If they say, how are things with you, Flor? How would you respond? How are things with you, Flor? What about Gonzalo? Gonzalo, if they ask you, si te preguntan, how are things with you? How can you respond?
Yes, very good.
Very good, exactly. So you can say, esta no es una pregunta de sí o no, entonces simplemente, very good, right? No tenemos que decir yes or no, simplemente very good. Excellent, Gonzalo. What about this one here? What about if I ask you, Camila, how's your new job? Imagination. How's your new job, Camila?
It's been very good. I like it.
Nice. It's been very good. Awesome. I like it, you could say. All right. What about if I ask maybe Jennifer? Jennifer, someone approaches you and says, I like the music. Muy parecido a la comida está buena. I like the music. The food is good. What could we say, Jennifer?
Oh, yes. I, very good.
You could say, oh, yes, it's very good, right? So maybe they're playing some good music and you say, oh, yes, it's very good. What about if somebody says this one here? Maybe we could go with Diogo. Diogo, what about this one? Someone says, this is a nice place. How can you respond? This is a nice place.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is. You could say it's beautiful or something like that, right? If you wanted to. Let's put it's beautiful. All right, there's many options, guys. This is only an example, but there's many possibilities. Hay muchas cosas que podemos decir. Lo que no queremos hacer es no responder y quedar mal con la conversación, okay? So make sure that you practice the expressions, okay? Any questions? Is this okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, guys, so I'm going to erase and we're going to continue. Here we have the next activity. So the next activity says, get started, emails, text messages, and voicemail. Let's read the instructions together. The instructions say, let's see, Diogo, can you read the instructions? Talk about Diogo, vamos a leer. Talk about.
Talk about this question for a minute.
Very good. Minute, for a minute. So here we have the first question. Let's go with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, please repeat. Which do you use most? emails, text messages, or voicemails?
Which do you use most? Emails, text, messenger, or voicemails?
No messenger,
Voicemails.
voicemails. Recuerden que Messenger es Facebook. Esto es text message, just text message, right?
Message.
All right,
¿Cómo me
Eh,
dijo?
text message, message,
Message. Yeah.
not
That's-
messenger. Excellent, Elizabeth. So here we have the question. So what about you, Elizabeth? Which do you use most? I use, what do you use, Elizabeth? Emails, text messages, or voicemail?
Voicemails.
Recuerden que tenemos que practicar las oraciones completas. Entonces, Elizabeth, I use voicemails.
I use voicemails.
Excellent. Elizabeth, can you ask Jennifer? Ask Jennifer the same question. Vamos a preguntarle a Jennifer. La primera parte aquí podemos decir, which do you use most?
Jennifer, which do you use most?
Perfect. Jennifer?
I use voicemails.
I use voicemails. Very good. Jennifer, can you ask Mayerly? Ask Mayerly the same question. Question 1. Jennifer? Jennifer, ask Mayerly.
A ver, yo hago la segunda pregunta, le pregunto ya la primera.
Primera. Question 1. Si
Ya.
seguimos la flecha, siempre voy a poner la flecha donde estamos, ¿ok?
Ya. Which do you use most?
Mayerly, which do you use most?
Which
I-
do you use most?
I use text messages.
Very good. All right. What about Mayerly? Ask Flor.
Which do you use most?
I use text messages.
Very good. I use text messages. All right, guys. So now let's go to the next one. Now we can go down. Let's take a look at question number 2. So question number 2 is here. Oops. Let's go here. Gonzalo, can you read question number 2? How many
do you send every day?
Let's continue. Who do you send them to?
Who do you send them to?
And why do you send them?
Why you do something?
Excellent. Guys, how many? ¿Cuántos, right? So if we ask how many? ¿Cuántos? All right. Who? ¿A quién? Why? ¿Por qué? Tenemos tres partes. So the first one is going to be I send. Let's go back. I send XXX per or every day. Let's use every day. And then we have to go to the second part. Who do you send them to? I send them to, and then the person. And then finally, the last part could be because, etc. Okay? So, Mr. Gonzalo, how many messages do you send every day?
Well, is email.
Okay?
I send email.
How many? 5, 2, 1?
4.
Okay, I send 4 emails every day? Let's repeat.
I send 4 email every day.
Very good. Who do you send them to? ¿A quién?
Sería, I send the ¿cómo se llama? Al trabajo o
To my work, you could say, or maybe to my co-workers, right? A mis compañeros de trabajo o a mi trabajo, right? Excellent. And then maybe the last one is why. Why do you send them?
because work, sería por trabajo.
Because it's work. Absolutely.
Por-
Because
por-
it's work. Absolutely. Very good. All right. What about Gonzalo? Ask the same question. Question number 2. Ask maybe Diogo. Ask Diogo question number 2.
Will do you send them do?
La primera parte. How many do you send every day?
Yes. How many do you send every day?
Very good. What do you think, Diogo? How many messages do you send every day?
I send 100 emails every day.
Oh my gosh, Diogo, 100. Wow. All right. Who do you send them to?
Who do you send the to?
I send things to my co-workers.
Excellent. Very good. And Diogo, maybe you can ask Mayerly. Ask Mayerly the same question. Question number 2.
¿Donde dice why o la de abajo? La de do you ever send?
And number 2, this one. How many
Yeah. How many do you send every day?
I send 8 or 9 text messages every day.
8 or 9 text messages? Very good. Diogo, continue. The next part. The next part says, who?
Who do you send 10 to?
Excellent.
I send them to my friends.
Very good. And maybe one more, Diogo. Why?
Why do you send 10?
Because I want to know about their day.
Very good. Excellent. Mayerly, we'll do one more. Mayerly, ask Elizabeth. Ask Elizabeth the same question. Question number 2.
How many do you send every day?
I send 2 or 3 email, voice mail.
Very good. I sent 2 or 3 voicemails. Continue, Mayerly. Who?
Who do you send them to?
I send them to my mom.
Perfect. And maybe why, Mayerly? Why?
Why do you send them?
Because for my mom cooking in my house.
Okay. So my mom cooks. So my mom knows what to cook. Something like that. All right, Elizabeth. Very good. All right, guys. So I'm going to erase so you guys don't get confused. We'll go to the next part. Now we're going to go to part number 3. Question number 3. Camila, can you read number 3?
Do you ever send or get message in English?
What do you think, Camila? Do you ever send or get messages in English?
I tend to send a message in English when one of my friends that lives in the US.
Okay, very good. So you could say, remember we have to say yes, right? So yes, I do. I send them to my friends in the USA. All right, very good. So in this case, what about Camila? Camila, can you ask Gonzalo?
Gonzalo, do you ever send or get messages in English?
Perfect.
Yes, I do. I send it to my friends in the USA.
You can say anywhere. Doesn't have to be the USA. You can also say in the States, right? All right, Gonzalo, ask Flor.
Do you ever send or get messenger in English?
Gonzalo,
No.
pronunciation, messages, messages.
Messages.
Very good. Very important, the pronunciation. Flor, no. Never?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Very good. Excellent. No, I don't. I guess that's the end of that. Flor, can you ask Elizabeth? Ask Elizabeth.
Do you ever send or get messages in English?
No, I don't. Never.
Never, ever. Elizabeth, can you ask Diogo?
Diogo, do you ever send or get message in English?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. All right, guys. So common forms of communication, emails, text messages, and voicemails. Any questions? Is this okay? All righty. So let's erase and we can continue. Here we have the next one. Jennifer, can you please read the instructions at the top? Talk about.
¿Lo repito?
Read. Let's read. Talk about. Yes.
Talk about things people have in common.
Very good. So let's look at the pictures. We have 4 pictures here on the screen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Each picture has something in common. For example, you could say something like, where's the text? You could say something like,
It can be friendship,
yeah, absolutely.
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe they are friends or they had friendships. Their friendship, maybe we'll say their friendship. Excellent. So you could say their friendship. Excellent, Camila. What else? What else can we say about picture 1, 2, 3, or 4? You can choose any one. What about maybe Flor? Flor, can you think of an example? Picture 1, picture 2, picture 3, or picture 4?
Disculpe, no le entendí la pregunta. Por favor, ¿me podrá repetir? Disculpe.
Absolutely. What do the people in the pictures have in common? ¿Qué tienen en común? The people in the pictures. What do
Cualquiera de
they?
los 3 cuadros que faltan, disculpe.
Yes, absolutely. You can say maybe picture 2, picture 1, 3, or 4. I'll come back, Flor. What about Gonzalo? Gonzalo, can you think of an example?
The people have is common is word, word chef, podría ser,
Oh,
compañero
a cape. These guys here, number 2 or number 4? Number 4?
Yes, for
Number 4. So maybe they are co-workers, maybe, right? You could say they are co-workers. Sure, absolutely. They could be co-workers. What about another example? Elizabeth, can you think of another example?
Okay, 2 pictures. The 4 men have costume, ¿cómo se dice? Disfraz,
Have a costume. Very good. A costume. Perfect. So let's repeat, Elizabeth. All 4 of them have a costume.
All 4 of them have a costume.
Excellent. Very good. What else?
That's
What could we say about picture number 3? Mayerly, what could we say about picture number 3?
They are classmates or graduates.
Yeah, absolutely. They are classmates or they are graduating together. Absolutely. Let's put that here. They are classmates graduating. Perfect, Maryly. So they are classmates graduating. Awesome. Anything else, guys? What about Diogo? Diogo, can you think of an example? It could be any picture, picture 1, picture 2, 3, or 4. What about Camila? Camila, can you think of another example?
De cualquiera.
Sure.
Mm, mm, I can say they are dressed alike. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. They
All
all.
of them, the 4 pics, there is alike.
Okay, very good. Let's put that here. We'll put it here. They all dress alike. Very good. They all dress alike. Excellent, Camila. So guys, this is the people have in common. What happens if I ask you now a question? So my question for you is, what do you and your friends have in common? What do you and your friends have in common? Maybe Jennifer, what do you and your friends have in common?
We were schoolmates.
We have school meets. We have
We
school
were
meetings.
schoolmates.
We walk to school. We walk to school.
Éramos compañeros de colegio.
Oh, we were classmates. Let's put that here. I'll put it here on the screen. You could say we were classmates, right? Go ahead and repeat, Jennifer. We were classmates.
We were classmates.
Excellent. Let's do one more example, Gonzalo. One more example. What do you and your friends have in common?
4. We are good workers.
We are co-workers? Okay, we are co-workers. All right, guys. So practice the vocabulary for things that you have in common. Any questions? Any maybe questions about vocabulary? Something you wanted to say and didn't know how to say? All right, guys, you're doing a great job. Let's erase and we can continue. Here we have the next one. So let's read the instructions here. Flor, let's read the instructions at the top. What does it say here? Find out more.
Find out more terms you have in common. Use the question phrase to
Phrases.
help you.
Excellent. So use
Oh.
the phrases to help you. Here, guys, we have a lot
Phrase.
of different examples. All of these examples. What's your favorite? Do you like? What's, etc. called? How many do you have? All of these phrases are excellent. So guys, please think of one example and then we're going to ask each other, okay? So my example for you, Flor, is maybe this one here. Flor, what's your favorite type of music? What's your favorite type of music, Flor?
Disculpe, ¿hago la pregunta o contesto la pregunta? No.
You can answer. Responder. Answer the question. What's your favorite type of music?
My favorite food is chicken
But
¿cómo le digo? Papas fritas.
music. Papas fritas, French fries.
Sí.
But I asked you,
Sí.
what's your favorite type
French.
of music? Music. Do you like rock and roll, pop, rap, classical music? All right, let's go with Gonzalo. Gonzalo, can you think of a question? What's your favorite? Una pregunta ahora. Una pregunta. Gonzalo, ask Elizabeth.
What's your favorite mm, mm, color? ¿Sería?
Okay, yeah, excellent, Gonzalo. Elizabeth, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green and blue.
Green and blue, nice. If you mix them together, you get purple. What about Elizabeth? Ask Mayerly.
My yearly. What do you favorite eat?
Food, food. What's your favorite food?
Food. What do you favorite good food?
Food.
My favorite food is guatita.
Okay, very good. Mayerly, a different one. Remember, we have different examples. You can say maybe, do you have, when, what, how many? Ask a different question, Mayerly. Ask Diogo.
What's your favorite pet?
Okay, your favorite pet or favorite animal. Diogo, what's your favorite pet or animal? Diogo, are you there? What's your favorite animal, Diogo?
What?
My favorite
A
animal,
ver, my favorite ¿qué?
animal or pet.
Yeah. My favorite animal is lion.
Lion. All right, very good. You can't have a lion as a pet though, Diogo. It will eat you. All right, Diogo, ask Jennifer. Any question.
What's your favorite comics?
Okay, your favorite comic.
My favorite Kate Passion Maracuya.
Your favorite comic is like cartoon. Your favorite animated movie, right? All right, let's do something different, guys. Tenemos muchas otras posibilidades. For example, we can ask something like, Camila, when is your birthday?
My birthday is on February 28th.
February 28th, the last day of February. Excellent, Camila. What about if I ask you, Flor? Flor, where are your parents from? Where are your parents from?
I'm from Ecuador.
Parents. Where are your parents from? They are from Quito. They are from Ibarra. They are from Ecuador. Flor? Where are your parents from? All right.
I Coca City.
Okay. But remember, your parents, tus papás. Y cuando dices I, es yo. Yo soy de Coca City.
Ah,
That's different. You have to
my
say
parents are Coca City.
are from Coca City. Very good. Gonzalo, what about if I ask you, Gonzalo, what's your university called? What's your university called, Gonzalo?
My university, UTPL.
UTPL. Very good. What about Mayerly? How many brothers or sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Very good. Mayerly, can you think of another example? Any example? Ask Elizabeth. Ask Elizabeth a question.
Do you like the English class?
All right, very good. I won't listen, Elizabeth.
Mayerly, repeat, please.
Do you like the English class?
Yes, I like.
Yes. Excellent, Elizabeth. Very good. Elizabeth, another example. Any example?
¿A quién pregunta?
Ask Camila.
Camila, do you like is do you like visit Quito?
Okay. Do you like to visit Quito?
Of course, I really like the city of Quito, especially the museums and the church.
Nice. The museums and the churches. Very good. All right, guys. So please make sure to practice. There are many different questions that you can ask when you're meeting someone for the first time. So let's erase, and we will continue to the next part. So here we have the next one. It didn't erase. Let's erase. There we go. All right. Let's see. Camila, can you read the instructions at the top?
Know your numbers. Who usually does the dishes? Men, women, both.
Fantastic. Camila, in your house or in your family, who usually does the dishes? Men, women, or both?
In my family, usually the both.
Both. Very good. What about Jennifer? In your family, Jennifer, who does the dishes? What about Diogo? Diogo, in your family, who does the dishes? Men, women, or both? What about Mayerly? Mayerly, in your family, who does the dishes?
In my family, both do the dishes.
Very good. What about Gonzalo? Gonzalo, who does the dishes in your home?
Repeat, please, teacher.
Sure. Who does the dishes in your home? The dishes.
Dish.
Like
Yeah,
this.
my sister.
Yeah, my sister does the dishes. So in that case, remember we have to change the auxiliary verb. My sister does the dishes, right? Go ahead and repeat. Go ahead and
My
repeat,
sister
Gonzalo.
does the dish. My sister does the dish.
Perfect, Gonzalo. Very good. All right, guys. So this is the house chores. So here we have the next activity, which is going to be talking about that, household chores. So let's see how many household chores we can think of. Guys, are you familiar with household? Household is like hogar, chores, deberes. Deberes del hogar o deberes de la casa. For example, do the dishes. Can you think of another example? Elizabeth, what's another example?
I clean the house.
Cleaning the house. Excellent. What about Mayerly? Mayerly, can you think of another example?
Wash the clothes.
Absolutely. We can wash or do the... All right, so we have two expressions, Mayerly. We can say wash the clothes or do the laundry, okay? We have two different ways of saying that. The more common one is to do the laundry, okay? Wash the clothes. What about Diogo? Diogo, can you think of another example? Are you there, Diogo? Hi, Diogo.
Hi, ¿qué hay que hacer?
We're going to think of a household chore. Deberes de la casa. What else can we have to do? We have to do the dishes, clean the house, wash the clothes. What else?
Cooking breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just say cooking in general, right? Because we have cook or prepare. We have breakfast, we have lunch, and we have dinner, right? So you have all three food. Absolutely. Excellent, Diogo. What about Jennifer? Jennifer, can you think of another household chore?
¿Escojo uno de esos o puedo decir uno diferente?
Another one, another example. Otro ejemplo.
Wash the bathrooms.
Yeah, absolutely. Clean the bathrooms. Nobody likes to clean the bathrooms, right? That's not fun. And maybe one more. Camila, can you think of one more? What do we have to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you have to,
It can be cleaning the mirrors.
okay, clean the mirrors. Absolutely. All right, guys. So these are household chores. There's many, many more chores that you have to do, okay? So let's erase and let's continue, and we can do the next activity. Here it says, speaking, who does what in your house? Let's read the instructions here. Elizabeth, can you please read the instructions here?
Look at the list of housework hubs from the lab activity. Answer the question.
Very good. So we have the last activities that we talked about, maybe doing the dishes, preparing the food. There's many, many more. The first question says, what's the first question here, Gonzalo? Who usually?
Usually those age of the youths in your family house.
All right, so who usually does the jobs in your family? For example, my son always cleans the yard. Always. That's his job, his responsibility. So my son always cleans the yard. What about you, Gonzalo? Tell me about your family.
My son, a ver, ahí no, en el ejemplo,
El que tú quieras. My brother, my sister, my father, my mother. Un ejemplo de quién hace un deber en la casa.
¿puedo incluirme yo allá?
Yes, I
I am take out the trash.
take out the trash. Excellent, Gonzalo. Let's repeat. I take out the trash.
I take out the trash.
Excellent. Flor, can you think of another example? What's another example?
My son always does his homework.
My son always does his homework. Very good. What about Camila? Camila, can you think of an example?
I usually clean my own room, and my mother clean her room too. But in the same time, the older house, we do together. We like to
Okay,
do together.
excellent. So the whole house is done together, but everyone cleans their own room. Excellent, Camila. All right, guys, so let's go to question number 2. What does question number 2 say, Camila? Who does?
Who does the most housework in your group?
I don't like that question. Sorry, Camila. Let's skip that question and let's go to the examples. Maybe we'll go to the examples down here. It says useful language. Let's read the first example here. Jennifer, I never. I never. What about Diogo? Diogo, let's
I-
read. Okay, Jennifer.
Según entendí, es que quién hace más tareas domésticas en la casa.
La anterior sí, pero vamos a tachar esa y vamos con el ejemplo de aquí abajo, ¿ok?
Ya.
Aquí donde está la flecha. Solo vamos a leer. I never
always make the bed.
Very good. So guys, let's think of an example. Let's think of an example of something you never do. Personally, I never cut the grass in my house because we don't have grass. So I never cut the grass. What about you, Jennifer? Nunca. Yo nunca. I never.
I always
Okay.
make the bed.
Excellent. Very good. I always make the bed. What about Diogo? Diogo, what is something that you always or never do? Give me an example.
Always.
Okay.
Mm,
Complete sentence. I always.
I always clean my living room.
Excellent, Diogo. I always clean my living room. What about Mayerly? Can you think of an example?
The same example?
No. I mean your own example. You can use never or always, but your example, Mayerly, okay? Tu propio ejemplo, using never or always.
I always does the laundry.
I always do. I always do the laundry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Very good, Mayerly. What about Elizabeth? Elizabeth, let's go to number 2, Elizabeth. Let's go to this one here. Please read example number 2. My sister.
My sister sometimes usually does the laundry.
Okay, so now Elizabeth, you have to think of an example using sometimes or usually. Can you think of an example? I sometimes or I usually clean the bathrooms.
I sometimes clean my bathroom.
I sometimes clean the bathroom. Very good. What about Gonzalo? Gonzalo, give me an example using sometimes or usually. You can use either one, sometimes
Yeah.
or usually.
Yes, my sister sometimes mopping the house.
Excellent, Gonzalo. You just have to say mop, okay? So my sister sometimes mops the house. What about Floor? Floor, can you think of an example? Sometimes or usually?
My sister usually makes dinner for family.
Very good. Makes dinner for family. That's a good sister, Floor. That's a great sister. All right. And we'll do one more. Camila, what about this one? I do. Let's read number 3.
I do the dishes every day on the weekend.
All right. What do you think, Camila? Can you think of an example of something you do every day or maybe only on the weekends?
I do cleaning my room. I do.
I
I
clean.
I make my bed every day, but cleaning all the room, I do that on the weekend.
Excellent, Camila. Very good. So make the bed every day, but only clean on the weekend. What about Jennifer? Jennifer, can you think of an example? Give me an example of every day or on the weekend.
I do the dishes on the weekend.
So what about Monday to Friday, Jennifer? Do you do the dishes Monday to Friday or no? Only on the weekends? All right, very good, guys. Any questions? Is this okay? Very, very important to use the frequency adverbs. Never, always, sometimes, usually, every day, and time expressions, every day, on the weekends. They're very, very useful expressions, okay? Any questions? Easy peasy? Alrighty, let's continue and we'll do the next activity. Let's erase. And here we have the next activity. Let's go with Diogo. Diogo, can you please read the instructions at the top? Where are Diogo? Let's read the instructions. Where are,
Where are the people?
continue, are they,
Are they working or studying?
excellent, Diogo. So we have three pictures. Picture one, picture two, and picture three. Mayerly, give me an example or an answer for picture number one. Are they working or studying?
In the first picture, she is working.
Excellent, Marylee. She is working, right? What about picture number two? Elizabeth, what could we say for picture? Uh-oh, it's going crazy. Picture number two, Elizabeth, what could we say?
Picture 2 is studying.
Absolutely. So let's use the complete sentence. What's a complete sentence, Marylee? He is studying. Let's repeat, Elizabeth. He is studying. Elizabeth, let's repeat. He is studying.
He is studying.
Very good. We have to practice the complete sentence. And then number three, Gonzalo, what about number three?
Yes. She is the cafeteria.
She is in a, you can say cafe, right? She is in a cafe. And what is she doing? She's working or studying. What do you think?
She coffee. Mm,
It can be imagination. Imagination. Do you think she's working or studying?
studying.
Okay. So she's in a cafe studying. Very good. And then we have one question here. Flor, let's continue and read the question here. What about
you? What do you do? Do you work? Do you study? Or do you do both?
perfect, Flor? So now we have to answer. I personally am working full time right now, so I am not studying. What about you, Flor? Are you working and studying, or maybe just studying, or maybe just working? Flor, do you work or do you study? So here we have an example, Flor. You can say something like, I am studying at UTPL and I am working as an assistant. Can you give me an example, Flor? Are you working or studying?
I am studying on UTPL.
Okay, not working, right? No work?
No,
Okay, perfect. Very good, Flor. What about Camila? Camila, do you study and work or maybe just one?
No, I just study
I
right
just
now.
study. Okay. What about Jennifer? Jennifer, do you work or study?
Just study.
Just study. Okay. What about Diogo? Diogo, do you work? Do you work or do you study, Diogo?
I am studying at UTPL.
Very good. I am studying. No work, right? What about Maryly? Maryly, do you work?
I do the both.
I do both. Very good, Maryly. So just be careful with the pronunciation. I do both. Very good. And Elizabeth. Elizabeth, do you work? Or do you study?
I am studying and work in the center medical.
In a medical center. Excellent, guys. Very good. So remember to use the ing for things happening at the moment, the present continuous, okay? Any questions? Is this okay? Alrighty. And we can erase and we'll do one more activity. Let's see. Here we have the speaking task. Where do you usually work or study? Let's go with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, can you please read the first question that we have here?
Where do you like to work or study?
Very good. Where do you like to work or study? And then here we have a few options. So maybe some of our options are at home, at school, at a cafe, in a library, in a park, or in an office. What about you, Elizabeth? Elizabeth, where do you like to work or study?
I like what?
But where? Where? ¿Dónde?
Ah, ¿dónde? Pero dice, ¿dónde me gusta trabajar o estudiar?
Yes, exactly. You can say, I like to work and study at, or maybe in depending what you want to say, okay? What do you think, Elizabeth?
No entiendo la pregunta.
¿Dónde te gusta trabajar o estudiar?
Pero o sea, como no, estudio en mi casa, me gusta, pero de ahí trabajar, obviamente, en mi trabajo. ¿Cómo
Ahí es
respondo?
donde te gusta estudiar. I like to study at home, right?
Ah,
And in
no,
this
no,
case,
no,
exactly. And then if you want to talk about work, maybe I don't like to work at my job. Si no te gusta,
sí
no
me
te
gusta mi
gusta.
trabajo, me gustan las dos cosas, me gusta estudiar y trabajar. Sí me gusta mi
Okay,
trabajo.
so you can say I like to work. So we just take away no and we say I like. I like to work at my job. Okay,
Entonces, I like study in my house. I like my work.
okay. I like my work. You can say that, sure. We'll just take away this. I like my work. Very good. What about maybe Gonzalo? Gonzalo, where do you like to work or study?
I like to work and study in an office.
In an office. Very good. What about Floor? Floor, where do you like to work or study?
I like to study in the studies.
In the study, right? I like to work in the study or maybe in the office. Very good. What about Camila? Camila, where do you like to study?
I like to study in my own room, and it's quite
your-
calm.
Nice, because it's quiet and calm. Cool. And maybe we'll do one more. What about Diogo? Diogo, where do you like to study? What about Jennifer? Jennifer, where do you like to study?
I usual in a library.
Okay, very good. The pronunciation, usually.
Usually.
Usually. Very good. Diogo, go ahead. Where do you like to study?
I like to study in my living room.
In my living room. Excellent, guys. Very good. All right, guys. So here you have the vocabulary for the different things that we could say. It's quiet, it's comfortable. There is, there are, I like it because, and then we can give further explanation. All right, guys. So you did a fantastic job. Remember that any language is all about practice and repetition, okay? So make sure to continue studying, studying, studying.